Well, welcome to the LPGA eTour Live with WGT by Topgolf. And this is an 8-player bracket tournament where Jessica Korda has already taken down her sister Nelly and Angel Yin to find her way into the final. Today is the second semi-final match between two very close friends that, however, it can turn quite brutal when they're playing computer games together. It's going to be between Jane Park and Tiffany Joh. Now, I've seen both of their games in action. And even though I've watched Tiffany Joh beat Jane in the past, I really feel, though, that Jane has kind of been working on her dexterity a little bit, on her reflex skills. And Tiffany, well, quite frankly, she has been a lot less dedicated than she's been in the past. She's been out surfing, she's been making songs, and really WGT golf has been a bit of a sideline for her. So I'm really curious to see how this match is going to go ahead today. And really, I think Jane, she's looking for to win the Acer Swift 7 computer because, let's face it, she is expecting a baby and baby needs a new computer.
Baby needs a new computer. That's right.
Exactly. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. Welcome to the match, Jane and Tiff. And what are your expectations for the match today, guys?
Jane, you want to go first? Or I've learned not to have expectations with this game just because it's actually a lot like golf in that some days I feel like I'm playing really well and then the next day I feel like I've never played before in my life. So I'm kind of just going in with low expectations. Jane has been talking smack for quite a while now. So, I mean, it would feel really good to beat her, but at the same time, I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch.
I think it's going to be a pretty close run thing. I mean, Jane, your match against Angel Yin was impressive to watch. I mean, you really kind of pulled out all the stops. I mean, Angel was there, doing her thing, and you just didn't take any of it.
Yeah, I let her down easy, I guess.
So sorry, Lucy Lee. You played Lucy Lee.
Yes, yeah, well, you know what? I have age on her, so I guess I don't know. I guess that's why I won. But yeah, I fully expected to lose that match, to be honest. But it was written in the stars for Tiff and I to meet.
This match to me kind of feels like one of those matches that when you're watching the US Open tennis or the Wimbledon, when you have the matchup that is Nadal versus Federer in the semi-finals, that you always think, oh well, maybe this should be the final. But we're kind of facing it here with you two today.
Yeah, that's all right. My goal today is to not make anything higher than a bogey.
Ooh. Oh wow, she's putting it out there.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, maybe that's something for a side bet for later. That if you have that anything higher than a bogey, that.
All right, I'm gonna make the first side bet. Jane, if you make anything higher than a bogey, I get to name your child.
And if I don't, then you have to change diaper anytime I say.
What?
For the first 6 months of this baby's life.
6 months? What am I, like, moving in? When I'm flying over to Georgia? Weird Aunt Tiff living in the attic and just coming down every once in a while to change a diaper.
Exactly.
That poor kid's diaper would be on all screw if. It'll be like, where do these things go? Which bit goes where, and how does this work? And
is it like wrapping a leftover burrito? Because I'm good at that.
It's very similar, yes.
Done.
Yeah, you have to make it so nothing seeps out the edges. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm all about protecting the stuffing, the carne asada meat.
Well, I believe we're playing Erin Hills today. Did you guys decide whether we're playing the front or the back?
I believe we're playing the front.
All right. Do you want to head off to the first tee?
Yeah, sure. Let me just send Jane a little invite. I'm very curious if Jane's going with the male avatar again with the huge forearms.
We've had
you know I am.
People tuning in and watching already. Please feel free to send in your questions for our two players today, or for myself, and we'll try and answer everything that you can. Obviously, we can't answer whether Jane's going to have a girl or a boy, because that's going to be a big surprise for everybody.
I think it's going to be a boy. I'm just putting that out there.
Ooh,
I was
damn.
all team pink. I was team pink last week. I felt girl, so we'll see.
All right.
On the tee.
Ooh. What a straight drive.
Thanks. Let me
Yep.
tip my horn.
Now, what is the onesie? What is your onesie, Tiff?
This is a narwhal, and it's a halfsie. It's actually a hoodie. Actually, a good friend of mine was trying to find a birthday present for her 8-year-old daughter who loves narwhals, and found this online, but couldn't find them in a child size. But she was like, "Well, they have them in adult sizes. I guess I might as well get one for Tiff."
Well, it's a good call, especially in the era of Zoom when nobody really sees what you're wearing underneath anyway. So
Nothing. I'm not wearing anything from the waist below. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know.
Connor Webb has just chimed in on the chat, and he says, "Good luck to you guys."
Oh,
Thank you, Connor.
And Tiff, I seem to remember you making comment about Jane's forearms last time you watched her play.
I mean, someone hasn't been skipping leg day. Like, look at that avatar. Like,
Hey, as long as my avatar looks good and is getting the reps in.
You're like, I haven't been working out, but my avatar has been hitting the gym hard.
Oh, yeah. I've been killing the Cheez-Its though, man.
Well, like post recovery.
Oh, sit.
Pre-game today, we saw some of Jane's warm-up routine with the Cheez-Its, and I must say that it was that kind of dexterity that she was using that fit, like, I feel like it's giving her a bit of an edge in this match, Tiff. I mean, Jane, tell everybody what you were doing before we came on air here.
Well, I didn't want to get my fingers all cheesy from Cheez-Its. By the way, these are bomb. The duos. I was eating them with chopsticks because, I'm Asian, and also I didn't want to get cheesy fingers for my match. Oh gosh, I have to chip, guys. This is bad news.
I think it looks like you at least have quite a bit of green to work with, though, so that's good.
Oh, Tiff, just stop, okay? You know what my chipping is like. Stop trying to make me feel better, okay?
I think the other day I FaceTimed Jane as I was playing, and I was just like not playing very well at all. And I said, "I'm chipping worse than your avatar on WGT golf." She knew what I meant.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see if this is okay. Come on. Oh, crap.
It's almost the please stay on the green. Please stay on the green.
Please.
Nice.
That's not bad. I mean, if I chipped it
now I have to chip
12 feet, like in real life, I'd probably just walk off the course, but.
Would you now?
I would. I would say, this is not my day. This is not my day.
You know what, guys? I don't have it today.
I just don't have it. So I'm just going to go inside. Come on, Tiff.
Oh, that was a little tentative.
That's okay.
Even on, it says beautiful shot, but it sounded a little heavy to me.
It sounded heavy, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It had that sound to it.
I got it a little fat.
A little chunkaroony, Tiff. All right. Let's see.
Oh, I see. Making good use of the putt preview there.
Yep.
Jane was so getting into my head yesterday. She texted me and she's like, "You know what? I'm not even going to use putt preview tomorrow."
Oh.
Okay, Jane.
Baby name is safe on the first hole right here.
Oh.
What?
Conceded. That's what friends do, man. I hope she'll do the same for me when I'm putting for 8 on one of these holes.
I don't think so. I think that was that was
She just gave her hand right there.
I know. It's
this is me playing mind games.
I know, I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh, I feel like all mental roller coastered right now.
Is Jane my friend, or is she trying to kill me?
Does she want to murder me, or I'm not sure.
Or tuck me into bed with a nice blankie. That's
Connor
nice.
Connor Webb congratulated you on a great birdie. That's cool. I'm glad he's watching. Thanks, Connor, for watching.
Thank you. Tiff, you didn't really make birdie. I just conceded it. So.
Yeah, not really sure that counts.
I don't know what is happening, but I'm very confused right now.
Two nice drives there on the second hole. Looks like a bit of a blind shot, though.
Guys, this golf course looks really hard.
It is hard.
Doesn't it look really hard? I mean,
it's pretty hard.
Have you played it, Tiff?
Yeah, I played the public links at Erin Hills in
you did
2008.
Is it really windy all the time?
Yeah, it's quite linksy, so like definitely the elements have a play. I read something interesting that a lot of the caddies at Erin Hills were playing this game to like get ready for caddy season, so that they have like an idea for, because I mean everything is so true to the course, so to get an idea for like the breaks on the greens and the slopes on the fairways and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see, 94.
Tiff, if you don't hit this to within 10 feet, I'm going to get you this donut skirt and you have to wear it every day for a week.
You can't just do a side bet. Like, that's not how it works.
That's how it works.
Of course it is.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah.
I have voiced it and it's out in the universe. 10 feet or else you have to wear a donut skirt. Oh my God.
Oh,
clutch.
Okay, well,
people are whining about it, and look what happens.
If you don't get this up and down, and your baby is a boy, you have to name him Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
Oh my God.
Your mind's not right, Tiff. Just to come up with that. It's not right.
Okay, here we go. Oh God, I'm nervous. My hands are sweating. Then I have to name my boy Princess. Hey, Princess, come here. Dinner's ready.
Actually, my first suggestion was Oh My. So Oh My Godfrey. I thought that would be a great name.
Oh, no, guys.
Well, on the green.
I mean, from tee to green, I'm like a pro at this game, and then you get me around the greens, and it's like, what am I doing?
You know, maybe in a few months' time, maybe Princess Consuela Banana Hammock will be like one of those in names. You know, like Joshua, or you know,
or you could be like everyone from Thailand, where they have nicknames that have nothing to do with their full name. So it could be like Princess Consuela Banana Hammock, but you can call me Rick for short.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, I have disappointed you.
Oh,
boy. Wow, what is with all these concessions, Jane? You're kind of starting to mess with me a little bit.
She's going soft. The baby's making her soft.
Making me soft for sure.
No, I feel like this is her diabolical, like twisted mind.
I don't know. I don't know it has the same effect on WGT golf as it would do in real life golf.
Like, I don't know what your end game is, Jane, but I don't like it.
Ooh, nice drive.
4-star Mike said, thanks, ladies, for helping keep us in spirits. That's cool.
4-star Mike?
Yeah, and he wants to know, how do we get the donut skirt?
Yeah, we're going to have to ask someone at WGT.
I think it's a loudmouth skirt.
Where that skirt's from.
So, Mike, why didn't you get that 5th star? What happened there?
Yeah.
I'm very curious. You're going to have to explain that.
And
5 stars.
Another comment's come in. It says, it seems like you guys have improved quite a bit since the first time round. So can you talk us through your practice schedule with WGT?
Well, you know, I know Jane's avatar likes to spend quite a lot of time at the gym, getting those jacked forearms. I prefer to, you know, really take a different, like an almost Zen approach to the game where I just don't play it at all and go do other things and then come back to it and hope that I've improved a little bit. And ironically, I actually think that helps in golf. Sometimes I think walking away from golf for like 4 or 5 weeks and coming back actually like makes your swing a little bit better.
Yep. I could definitely see that helping.
But there's like no middle ground. I'll either like pure it or I'll like lay the sod over it. So let's see. All right, Jane's got a good shot in there.
Got a putt at it.
That's decent.
I'm not chipping, thank the Lord.
Jane's been making some good putts too. When she was playing against Lucy, I saw her make a few serious good ones.
Oh no, the heartbeat's coming. She just stiffed it.
Oh, Janet. Oh, Janet.
No.
Are you okay?
I think my baby's crying.
Tiff, you can't do this. This is mean of you.
I am pregnant and emotional. How dare you prey on me?
I know.
That's just too bad.
How dare you?
She's been letting you have all these putts and stuff too. If you were like a true friend, Tiff, you'd have given Jane this putt, but obviously.
But I'm not.
Oh!
Good night.
Let me putt. Hear the ball hitting the bottom of the cup, please.
I'm not going to give you that satisfaction, you monster.
What is wrong with you?
I'm hormonal, okay?
Let me have it. You just couldn't let me have it.
I'm hormonal and I don't want to hear that stupid sound.
Why don't you want me to be happy?
Not enough cheese to go with that wine.
You know what? I mean, honestly speaking though, Tiff is one of the better putters on tour, and I've never seen her miss a lot of putts inside like 7-8 feet. So same goes for this game. I've never seen her miss.
So while Jane's hitting, I'm going to tell you steps a little bit about my experience playing partner ball with Jane at the Dow last year.
Nice.
Play 2 completely different games. I'm like kind of like all over the place, and then I just kind of like clean things up and like get things in the hole. Jane is like a tremendous ball striker. Will hit like every fairway, every green. And I just remember that at one point in alternate shot, I sniped one into the trees, and Jane is sitting there and she's like, I'm just going to punch this and it's going to draw and then slice and then go up over that branch and then under that other branch. And I was like, Jane, I know you don't miss fairways, so you don't do this very often, but I guarantee you, just chip it out, take your medicine. I'll give you like anything inside 10 feet for par. And like, she ended up doing that and we ended up making par. But Jane comes up to me afterwards and she goes, you know, Tiff, I don't really have to do a lot of trouble shots because I like don't really miss fairways, but I'm like still pretty good at it.
See? That you'd have been the perfect combination.
We were a good combination because, throughout the 4 days, you kind of, some days you hit it great, and other days you're kind of struggling, and we seem to kind of pick up each other's slack pretty well during that week.
And I think what's good about that is more than having like a partner that's like, you know, hitting everything really well and making every putt, like you just want to be comfortable. And at the very least, like you have to kind of go into that tournament with expectations of, we're just going to have fun. I'm going to spend like a week playing with my best friend every single round. Like that's a gift in itself. And so I know they say like an alternate shot, never apologize. Jane and I never apologize. And if anything, Jane will hit a shot and be like, have fun with that one. You know?
I could so see that.
Yeah.
I see it.
I put her in some horrible spots and I'm just like, I feel sorry for you, bud.
I'm so glad I'm not doing that.
It's actually where we first started giving each other the nickname the janitor.
The Joe
Clean
knitter.
up on R12.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
boom.
Tip the horn. How's
Right.
that feel, huh, Jane?
Oh, you conceded it?
How do you like that, huh?
Actually pretty good because I'm not really good at putting at this game.
Is this what you were doing? Were you playing mind games this whole time? Is that what you wanted?
You know it. You know it.
Did I walk into your trap? Did I get outsmarted? What is happening?
No. There's nothing smart about me, believe me. Send it.
So
I pulled that a touch. Oh, we're okay. That was a Jane Park pull. I pulled it and it's like in the fairway.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how accurate the ladies are off the tee.
No.
I've had a lot of people, playing pro-ams and stuff. I don't think they realize like how straight we hit it, and it's astounding to them, but it's true. I think that's one of the greatest aspects of women's golf is, we obviously don't hit it as far as the guys, but our accuracy is off the charts. And, playing in the Vic Open, it's just, it's nice to hear the guys appreciate how straight we hit it. Because, clearly that's not an aspect of their game that they're super strong at as we are. So, going down the range, you can just kind of see some of the guys watching some of the girls hit balls and they're just like shaking their head. Wow, these girls hit super straight. Oh, Tiff, did you just stuff one in there again?
I think that's where, that a lot of people. Oh!
I'm making you putt that.
Just for good measure. I think, Jane, you're spot on. I really don't think that there is an appreciation for the finesse and the skills that all the women have and display when they're playing. I think we're so used to seeing a lot of the bang crash wallop, hit the ball a mile kind of sprint type, as opposed to what it actually takes to think your way around the golf course, some of the strategy, some of the management you guys have to put into play. It's very impressive.
Yeah, we definitely do not play the same game as the guys, but
I think listening to like Jeff Ogilvy during the Vic Open, during the press conferences, he was talking a lot about like what he was most impressed with was like not just how straight the girls are hitting it, but like the clubs that girls would hit close. He was like, I mean, if you had asked me to hit like a hybrid to inside like 40 feet, I'd be happy. And he was like, these girls are hitting hybrid all the time inside like 20 feet. And I think someone put up something on Twitter about like what tees or what yardage you should be playing from based on your average driving distance. And they were like, man, if we did the math, the guys would be playing from like 8,000 yards or something based on their driving distance, like, and comparatively to like what the women, like what our yardages are. And I thought that was interesting.
I'll give you a great example of that. Nice birdie there. I'll give you a great example of that was at Hazeltine when you all played the KPMG Women's PGA Championship there. It was something like 6,800 yards, a little bit more than that was your yardage. And if you had done the math, I think Jerry Foltz did the actual math on what that would translate to for the guys if they were doing it in terms of the difference in, percentage that they hit it farther than you. It would turn out to be like an 8,100 yard course for them.
Yeah.
That was the difference. So, but I think people really need to appreciate, the skills that you have. Obviously you can't compare men and women. We're so, physically made differently. That's just the way of the world. But there are a lot of things to appreciate.
I was talking to a few caddies and I asked them this question, like if we were to have, let's say we were to have a tournament on the same course with the guys, right? And if we were to play from different tees, but we were to hit the same club into every green. So if they hit a 6-iron, we hit a 6-iron. So we'd have to toggle the tees in that kind of way. Who, would it be competitive? Who would come out on top, and they said the girls would absolutely kill it just because we're so accurate with our longer clubs. And, if they have to hit hybrid into a par 3, like, that's probably, they're not used to hitting hybrids all that often. Whereas we hit it, 4 or 5 times around, either on a par 3 or on a par 4. So I think that'd be kind of interesting.
That would be my ideal, for a tournament. It was there's a thing on Twitter that I got into a couple of nights ago called Golf Chat, and that was what I posted. It got very favorable reviews, and Karen Lunn, who was an LPGA player, won on the LPGA tour, is now runs the Australian tour, and she's part of the European tour as well. She said that the Annika event, the Annika and Henrik Stenson event on the European tour, that was how they were going to play their tournament coming up. She obviously got cancelled because of the pandemic or postponed until next year. But there is tournament in the works where that is going to be the case.
I just remember the guys on the PGA Tour playing, I want to say like Torrey Pines. I want to say they were playing Torrey Pines and like conditions were brutal. And so one of them was tweeting about like, oh my goodness, I had like a 5-wood in on this like par 3, and all the girls were like,
that's cute.
That is adorable that you think that's like,
oh God, I had a 3-wood into a par 3 today. Oh, well, welcome to our life.
We're like, okay, and
cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro. Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, weird flex. Strange flex.
I also think back to the USGA, the Men's and Women's Open at Pinehurst. I thought they did a great job there, setting everything up for the women to play after the guys and having shots to the green. Jane, you really need to
no, you can't do anything.
No. That's it. That's it. It's done. It's over. Game over. We were too busy chatting, and Tiff, you totally snuck in there and won. Mm-hmm. This just doesn't quite feel right, actually.
My strategy is to just like distract everyone by talking, and then hopefully, but how do you think I won the public links? I mean, you're like out there in a one-on-one match play situation, and you just talk their ear off, and pretty soon they just get so distracted they forget they're even playing golf.
Well, congratulations, Tiff, on winning this match against your really good friend in Jane and future mum to be, and taking the computer out of her hand. But congratulations on your victory, and I hear that you prepared well for this event by going surfing this morning.
Yeah, and I'm very excited to meet Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
Oh God.
Cannot wait.
I have to say,
I don't think you'll get made fun of in grade school at all for having that name. So
I'm going to say the carbo loading did not help me this morning. I shouldn't have done that.
So many regrets.
I have so many regrets.
All the letters.
And Tiff, this keeps up the match scheduling that you on Wednesday next week you will play Jessica Korda. How are you feeling about going into that matchup?
I'm feeling pretty good. Once I got over the mental hurdle of Jane giving me all these putts that I wanted to putt, I felt like I really grew as a competitor, and I feel like I'm a different Tiff Joh than the Tiff Joh that teed off 20 minutes ago, because that's how short this match was.
The can of whoop ass was so large that she took me out in 20 minutes.
Are you gonna be okay? Like, did you?
I'm just gonna go cry. So I hope you feel good about that.
I mean, like normally a can of whoop ass takes like a solid hour to finish, but I mean, did you even get to finish the whole thing, or is there?
It was just one gulp. I didn't even take a breath. I just
did you get one of those bendy straws that just kind of like twirl around, or
nope, just straight up like just chugged it.
Like what you have is a can of whoop ass hat with 2 cans of whoop ass on either side, and they're both filtering into your mouth.
And there's one in the front and one in the back too.
Am I incorrect in assuming that?
No, you aren't. You aren't.
Well, Jane, where do you go from here?
I'm probably going to finish that box of Cheez-Its because I'm depressed.
I guarantee you, once this is over, Jane is going to FaceTime me and she's going to want a rematch.
I think we've got time for another Fit Crew holes if you want to play 3 more.
I mean, it's up to...
They play 72 holes, Jane.
Oh,
how's it taste?
You've left everybody wanting more. This is kind of like just a quick little thing, and you played so quickly. I mean, seriously, just a good example for everybody.
The pace of play was up there.
We both like to play fast.
That's true.
This is true.
We both are very fast players.
Didn't get put on the clock once. I felt really good about our pace of play. I think this should really be like an example to, all the tours all over the world on how fast you really can play around a golf or 6 holes.
There should be a tournament where whoever plays the fastest with the best score wins.
I think there is, and it's called speed golf.
Really?
Yeah.
There's an actual tour of it?
My host dad from the Palm Springs event from A&A Inspiration, he's like one of the top ranked speed golfers in the States. And they basically, you like run the course and you have 6 clubs and you add the number of minutes it takes for you to play to your total score. And so you could either be like a really fast runner and like not be that great of a golfer, but you can still compete with the guy who's like a little bit slower, but like a better golfer. Yeah, go and play in like 45 minutes and shoot like 72. It's
gosh.
And actually, my host mom just texted me and said that he's actually playing Erin Hills right now. Coinky dink, full circle.
I think that's one of the things that have come out of this COVID era of golf is how quickly people can actually make it around the golf course. I think pace of play has generally been a lot quicker. I think sometimes riding in your own car is a good thing too when you get out there and you don't have to drive around to other people's. I think people have also started to walk around golf courses now too, which was kind of getting to be a bit of a lost art, I think. But
I never used to walk and carry my bag, and now like I won't touch a cart, so I'll pretty much anytime I go play, I'll just walk and carry my bag, and I'm like, man, I'm so much more out of shape than in like college.
But I definitely think that's the way golf should be played. Like over in England, everyone walks with their clubs or with a pull cart, and I think that's just you get exercise. If you're playing in a cart, you could possibly run up to someone who's playing in front of you and you're waiting all the time. But, the pace of play is pretty good. But yeah, I think everyone at the club that I practice at here, they're pretty happy with, just walking. So
I think what we really learned about pace of play today, though, is if you really want to play fast, is just give your opponent every putt. Just give them anytime we're on the green, just give them the putt.
Just concede every putt. But I mean, you weren't going to miss those putts anyway, to be honest.
Oh, stop it, you. See what she does? She like lulls me into a false sense of security, and then she gets in a jab, and it's like, I can't do this.
She's setting you up for months of babysitting. You do realize that this is what it's leading to.
I'm an emotional wreck.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today and letting everybody into your lives. Jane, best of luck. If we don't see you around and about at golf tournaments or on here again in the future, I'm sure we will actually, to be honest. But best of luck with the rest of your pregnancy and everything else that comes about and being a new mum. And tell Peter best of luck with it too.
Thank you.
And thank you to Tiff for putting on a very dominant display today. And we will look forward to watching Tiff play Jessica Korda on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time on WGT. You can watch that. You can stream that on Twitch or at the LPGA website, and you can take a look at that. And thanks very much for joining us today. And we'll see you all on Wednesday.
Bye.